good morning and welcome to Mason Field and welcome into the final home games of the year for Northeastern Plainswomen softball as they welcome in the Luna Rough Riders game 3 and 4 after sweeping day number 1. NJC's in sole possession of second place and looking for the series win against the Rough Riders. Our pregame show is brought to you by Northeastern Junior College. From Plains to Possibilities, Northeastern Junior College has the educational path for you. NJC.edu, that's where you need to go to get next school year off on the right foot. Northeastern Plainswomen didn't really hit the ball well in game number 1, but they figured it out in game number 2. They're going to have to figure out hitting here in game number 1 again today as Aubrey Hernandez is back in the circle for the Luna Rough Riders. 6 1/3 innings of work before the Plainswomen ultimately walked her off. 3 earned runs, 4 hits, 8 walks. 5 of them came the first time through the order, and I think for NJC that's got to be the key here again, is you've got to have patience. They were able to be aggressive in game number 2 when you saw the second tandem of pitchers for the Luna Rough Riders, but I want to see patience from this team. You know you're going to Trinidad next week. That is not a team that is going to pound the zone in the pitching department. They are going to dance on the edges, and you could get some calls in your favor. You've still got to go to Lamar, typically a team that is a slower pitching bunch that you've got to be more patient on. I don't know anything about Southeast as this is their first year in, but their overall number says that's a pretty good team. So I really think the patience is the biggest key for NJC. Our key to the contest brought to you by Carpet Comfort Center. Largest selection of flooring in Northeast Colorado. The flooring you need, the professional installation you deserve in the Broadway Plaza Shopping Center where comfort is their middle name. Marissa Reyes is back in the circle, and you know what to expect from her. We're going to see her starting, I believe, her 4th game in our coverage here. She's thrown 20 innings just in the games we've covered this year and only allowed 4 earned runs and 15 hits on the time that is there. So she is a arm that you can definitely trust big time for NJC. And I think for the Northeastern Plainswomen, you're hoping that she can pitch as well as she did yesterday as she went complete game for the Northeastern Plainswomen in that one. Marissa Reyes will be caught by America Griffin. Ryan Mergelman is at first. Addison Steele at second and Tatiana Hunt at third. Brody Wilcoxon is the left fielder. Mikey Lamas in center. Hallie Waldron in right. Waldron is the flex player. DPing again today for NJC is Madison Burt. For Luna, it's Annalena Garcia leading things off. Larissa Marina will hit second and Kaya Renteria third. Mia Inseñas will bat cleanup. Jalen Boozer, who started game 1 yesterday in center field, back in the lineup for game 1 today. She'll hit fifth. Alejandra Chavez 6th, Nevaeh Archuleta 7th, Amanda McKinley all the way back to 8th in the lineup. This is one of the most powerful bats as far as extra base hits go, and she's continued to drop back in the lineup for the Luna Rough Riders because she went 0 for yesterday, did have a sac fly, but didn't get a lot of good contact against NJC. And then Aubrey Hernandez, the pitcher, she will be hitting for herself after going 0 for 2 in game number 1 yesterday. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Stubbs. Hop off at exit 66A when you're traveling I-76. Find a gem of a place. That's Stubbs in Wiggins, where you can stop on by. And for NJC, this is the final time at home this year for the Plainswomen. If you can find a way to continue this winning streak and get 2 more wins today, you will feel a lot more confident finishing your final 12 on the road. Tough trip to Trinidad next week, Southeast the week after, wrapping up at Lamar in the opening weekend of May. But I really think for NJC, you've got to put yourself in this position where you've got to come in with a mindset, win game 1, win game 2, let's take the sweep as we finish it up. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we will have first pitch next. It's a Sunday of softball at Mason Field. Come on out. We'll celebrate the sophomores after game number 2 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back at Mason Field we come as we get you set for the final home games of the regular season for the Northeastern Plainsmen. They take on the Luna Rough Riders right at the top of the 11 o'clock hour. It is 70 degrees outside and a beautiful Sunday, April the 12th. Wind at 8 miles an hour coming out of the south. It is a perfect day for you to come to Mason Field and check out some great softball action. The Northeastern Plainsmen and the Luna Rough Riders first inning here on the Eastern Plains Sports Network is brought to you by Better Electric. Better does matter. 970-521-1030. That's the number to call if you need your electrical work done. And Marissa Reyes in the circle for the Northeastern Plainswomen with yesterday's action in the circle that garnered her another win as the starting pitcher. She has now run her record to 11-8 this season. 68 2/3 innings of work, 79 hits, 42 earned runs, 56 strikeouts, and 39 walks. She walked 4 and struck out 9 yesterday, did the freshman for NJC, and I'm really impressed with what she's been able to do in the circle, especially because yesterday we noted she's dealing with a finger injury. She damaged the middle finger on her throwing hand, had a little trouble with her command yesterday. Looks a lot more comfortable as we get ourselves underway right at 11 a.m. here today, and Annalena Garcia will lead things off for the Luna Rough Riders. Garcia is the leadoff batter in both games yesterday, went 3 for 5. She drew a walk and scored a pair of runs. Also stole a base for the Luna Rough Riders, who were in their black uniforms today. Teal sleeves, white letters, and numbers. First pitch from Marissa Reyes is across for strike one. Plainsmen go with the white tops today. Vegas gold letters and numbers. Black pants in this, the final home game this season. Reyes 0-1, winds and fires. Garcia hammers it off foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Plainsmen had some trouble in Reyes' start yesterday with defense. Pop-up foul, gets over the fence. Count remains 0-2. 6 errors for NJC yesterday, and the Game 1 win, the 4-3 walk-off for the Plainswomen. Reyes whips it in, swinging and missing is Garcia, and that is out number 1 in the top of inning number 1.
Up to bat for the Rough Riders, number 0, Larissa Marina.
Larissa Marina, the left fielder for the Rough Riders. She had a good day at the top of the order as well, going 2 for 3. Drew a walk, reached on an error, takes the first pitch at the knees for strike number 1. She made a couple really good defensive plays in the outfield, too. 0-1, sailing away from Reyes. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reyes whips it in. Ball popped back to the backstop foul, 1-2. We didn't see this aggressiveness from Luna outside of the first inning of Game 2 yesterday that we've seen early here today. They know the urgency of this one. They dropped all the way back to 5th in the Region 9 standings as the 1-2 pitch is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. After being essentially tied for second coming into the day yesterday. 2-2, pitch popped to the backstop foul. This is not a Luna team that is devoid of offense, even though we only saw them put together 4 runs yesterday. They hit .355 as a team. They've got 40 homers across 42 games played. 2-2, pitch hammered to the backstop foul. Count remains 2-2. And if you're Luna, you got to put yesterday behind you. You know, especially that Game 2. You pop off for that first run and then give up 17 unanswered or whatever it was. You know that's not you. 2-2 pitch, ground ball foul, and so far through the first 2 batters, Garcia and Marina, they have come out with a purpose at the plate in getting contact. Reyes again with the 2-2. Winds and fires. Ball hammered out to center field. Long run for Mikey Lamas. She can't get there. It gets down at the base of the fence. And it's a one-out double for the Luna Rough Riders in the top of inning number 1.
At bat for the Rough Riders, number 26.
That'll bring Kaya Renteria. Renteria, the third baseman, game 1, the designated player / pitcher in game 2 yesterday, 1 for 6 as a hitter. And got hung the loss after giving up 9 earned runs in 2 innings of work in that second game. She has a runner in scoring position. Reyes rides the first pitch high for ball 1. Plainswomen hot as of late as the pitch is painted on the outside corner. Griffin pops out of the crouch and Marina scurries back. You just have to go back to the top of the 7th inning of game number 1 yesterday when Griffin barely even popped out of the crouch and backpicked a runner at second. 1-1 pitch on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We've had some great backstops here at NJC, but I have not seen a pick move like I saw from Griffin yesterday since this program came back in 2012. 1-2, pitch hammered to the backstop, foul. You'll see that back pick move down to first, and it's a thing of beauty when you make that move, but to back pick down to second and get that runner dead to rights the way that she did in the top of the 7th inning in game 1 yesterday, it's something that will live in my memory, no doubt about that. 1-2 pitch, up and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reyes already 17 pitches into the inning. Fires it off the plate on the 3-2. I must have put one as a strike that was a ball. So
Mia Encinias.
Renteria draws the walk. I was going to say no. I did not miss one. That was ball 3. So Kaya Renteria has to come back to the plate because it was 2-2. You had ball 1 and then 2 strikes. Foul ball off ball 2. I know these at-bats have been long. This is a third batter in 18 pitches, averaging 6 a batter, but ball be hammered by Renteria out to right, and it hammers all the way to the fence, and Marino will truck home. Double for the Luna Rough Riders, and they're on the board first in the top of inning number 1. They lead 1-0.
At bat for the Rough Riders, number 1, Mia Encinias.
That will bring Mia Encinias onto the field. Encinias, the right fielder, 2 for 5, a run batted in and a walk drawn yesterday. She pops back foul, the first one she sees. That's the 8th foul ball in 20 pitches seen already in this first inning for Luna. 0-1, lined right back to Reyes, off her leg. Caught the thigh on that left leg on that line drive that will go down as an infield single.
Up for the Rough Riders, number 10, Jalen Boozer.
And runners stand on the corners for Jalen Boozer. That one doesn't hit Reyes. It gets through and plates a run. It hits Reyes, and Steele fielded it but didn't have a play at first by the time it got to her after the line drive back. So Reyes will tangle with Boozer, who watches the first pitch by low for ball 1. Boozer 0 for 6 yesterday. Pair of strikeouts in day 1 of this series. 1 away, 1-0 Luna. Top of the first. Boozer pops it up. It's out to left field. Jurcheski and Lamas both over it. Gets down between them. That has to go down as an error on the fly ball. Where Jercheski touched it, it goes down E7 and probably would have been
for the Rough Riders, number 7.
sack fly E7 to give the RBI. Do I have that option in my scorebook? I don't believe I do, as the visit to the circle, so runners now on second and third. 2-0 Luna, top of the first inning. This is the first crooked numbered inning they have put up this weekend. They put up a run in each the 4th, 5th, and 6th innings of Game 1 yesterday, and then a run in the first inning of Game 2, but have not put up multiple runs in an inning this weekend until right here. Alejandra Chavez, the shortstop, has taken the first 2 out of the zone from Marissa Reyes. 2-0, make it 3-0 up the ladder. Runners on second and third. Reyes whips it in, low and tight, ball 4, and has loaded the bases up to the catcher, Nevaeh Archuleta. And here comes Coach Gertner for the Plains women, as he now wants to talk to the infield. The infield called their own visit after the error on the fly ball to the outfield. And Coach Gertner will try and get his infield kind of settled in. Okay, ground ball, can you get home? Do you have the ability? I mean, Encinius is an outfielder, so typically more fleet of foot as she stands at third. And you have good speed out there. Outfielder, shortstop for Luna. Not that they run or anything, and with the bases loaded, you're not going to try and steal home here. But Nevaeh Archuleta got to find that out here, as the first pitch to her dips below the knees for ball 1. All of this because of early foul balls from the Luna Rough Riders. 8 of the first 20 pitches were fouled off and wasted. Ground ball to short. Wilcoxon to second for 1, on to first. Did not get it in time, so it's an RBI fielder's choice for Archuleta to make it 3-0. It was a good turn by Steele.
Amanda McKinley.
Runners stand on the corners. 2 away to Amanda McKinley, the first baseman for Luna. 0 for 4, did reach by way of error yesterday and drew a walk as well. She watches the first pitch by at her knees for strike number 1. Marissa Reyes already 30 pitches in. Even as much durability as she's had in the circle, I don't know that she's going to be able to maintain this kind of work rate, as the 0-1 is popped up foul over the Luna dugout. 0-2. We said yesterday these two teams anticipated being very offensive, and Luna's offense just never really got going yesterday. 0-2 all the way to the backstop. Takes a hot hop up the third base line, so Boozer can't advance. Archuleta will go down to second. 2 away, 2 in scoring position now for Luna, who already leads 3-0. Reyes, 1-2. Winds and fires, swing and a miss, and gets out of the inning on the strikeout. It took 33 pitches and 3 runs came across on 3 hits for Luna. Plainsman bats to the plate next on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. And we welcome you back to Mason Field as we head to the bottom of inning number 1, brought to you by Sterling Health Foods. Still open and in the business of your best health. Sterling Health Foods south of Sterling on Highway 6. It's 3-0 Luna. And the Plainsmen bats to the plate. Brody Wilcoxon will lead things off. Marissa Reyes and Mikey Lamas, the other two guaranteed up in the first. Kelsey Jurcheski batting cleanup. America Griffin will hit 5-hole. Tatiana Hunt, Madison Burt, Addison Steele, and Ryan Mergelman round out the batting 9 for NJC against Aubrey Hernandez, who's in the circle after going what amounted to be complete game yesterday. 6 1/3. NJC walked her off. Hernandez caught by Archuleta. Wilcoxon watches the first pitch high for ball 1. McKinley at first, Garcia at second, Renteria at third, and Chavez at short. Marina, Boozer, and Senius in the outfield for the Luna Rough Riders. Wilcoxon 3 for 5 yesterday, 4 runs batted in across the doubleheader. She will pop one up out to left field. Long run, and Marina can't pull it in. That's a tough one to give an error on, but it's the same one that we gave an error on to Jurcheski in the top of this first inning. So I'm going to go E7 on that play to maintain continuity. And Wilcoxon is on either way, whether you score that hit or walk. Marissa Reyes steps in and squares to bunt and takes the first one off the hand. Now the field umpire is turning and saying no, she did not get hit by the pitch. She was squared to bunt, so that is a foul ball off of her. Shaking out that hand, and Coach Smock will come over to ask for clarification. She squared to bunt, and then Coach Smock is arguing that she tried to pull out of the way, but as it will be scored, she did not get hit by the pitch while attempting to pull out of the way. Home plate umpire will give her some time because she squared that one off a hand she's already dealing with some damage on. 0-1, nobody out, runner on first. Reyes, she'll watch the 0-1 high, 1 ball and 1 strike. She did not have a good day at the plate yesterday. 1 for 8. Scored a run. She made her noise in the circle yesterday. The 1-1 pitch runs high for ball 2. She really didn't have a great weekend at the plate against Otero by her standards. 2 balls, 1 strike. Reyes, check swing, bounce straight down foul, 2-2. She's a .444 hitter on the year, 30 runs batted in. She only struck out 4 times in 131 plate appearances. So to go 1 for 8 on a day, definitely knows she's got nowhere to go but up, and she hammers one down the right field line, but it bends just foul. Count keeps at 2-2. And you're kind of to the point in the season for NJC where things are starting to wear. I mean, these are games 7 and 8 of the week. NJC played Monday, Tuesday. So the mental fatigue, let alone the physical fatigue, is a factor, especially for somebody like Reyes, who's out there every time. She watches the 2-2 run high, and the count goes full. 3-0 Luna. Nobody out, bottom of the first. Hernandez, 3-2 offering. Reyes fouls it off herself in the box. So to open up the at-bat, Marissa Reyes, who's already dealing with a banged-up finger, gets hit by a pitch while squaring to bunt. Then 6 pitches later, smacks one off the instep of her plant foot. Somebody get her some ice. 3-2 once again. Hernandez up the ladder ball for all of that to get on anyway. Just took extra pitches to get on by way of a walk. And that's the patience I talked about. As Mikey Lamas will step in for NJC. You know that Hernandez struggled with command yesterday. So can you capitalize today? Lamas squares to bunt, drops a beautiful bunt, third base side. The thrower to first just in time to get Lamas on what will be a sacrifice bunt. 5-4 on the putout. At first, runners advance into scoring position for the hero of Game 1 yesterday in Kelsey Jurcheski. She hit the walk-off double, and across the doubleheader went 2 for 6. With 3 runs batted in. She also had 4 putouts and committed an error in the top part of this inning. She watches the first pitch by low for ball number 1. 5 homers, 43 runs batted in. Both lead the team. Let's just tie this game at 3, number 3. How about that? Pitch runs high, 2 balls and no strikes. Jurcheski 2-0. Got to get one she likes here. Hernandez delivers it, and Jurcheski does, but gets out in front of it and rolls it off foul. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wilcoxon reaching on an error to lead off the bottom of inning number 1. Reyes ultimately gets a walk, a sac bunt, have 2 in scoring position. Hernandez delivers the pitch. Jurcheski rips it foul, third base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marissa Reyes needed 33 pitches to get through the top of the first inning. Already 15 pitches in for Aubrey Hernandez. 2-2. Hernandez with the pitch. Jurcheski pops it up. Right side of the infield. Over to make the catch is Annalena Garcia. The second baseman on the pop-up kind of got underneath one there and couldn't at least drive it to the outfield. Out number 2 in the bottom of inning number 1. And it's on the bat of America Griffin for NJC.
Number 12, America Griffin.
Griffin, 4 for 7 yesterday. A homer, 5 runs batted in. Watches the first pitch up for ball number 1. One-0 pitch. Griffin hammers a ball out to center field. Tailing back. Off the fence it goes. Wilcoxon and Reyes home. Add 2 more to America Griffin's tally on the weekend and put NJC on the board. A 2 RBI double makes this a 3-2 ball game. Griffin now 5 for 8 with 7 runs batted in. And Tatiana Hunt steps to the plate with 2 outs. Hunt 0 for 5 on the weekend.
Number 8, Tatiana Hunt.
First pitch in tight for ball number 1. Hunt. 1-0 offering on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two away, bottom 1 now a 3-2 ball game. Pitch sails off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hernandez winds and fires the 2-1. Hunt swings and misses. 2-2. Swing and a miss on the 2-2, and that's that. But NJC gets 2 back thanks to America Griffin. She hits a 2 RBI double. It's 3-2 Luna as we head to inning number 2 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We head to the second back at Mason Field, brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Learn more, SydneyRMC.com for more. 3-2 Luna after the Plainswomen got 2 back in the first. Let's see if Marissa Reyes can settle in. 9-1-2. Fellow pitcher Aubrey Hernandez, Annalena Garcia, and Larissa Marina due up. Reyes, 33 pitches through the first inning, 21 strikes, 12 balls, misses high, 4 ball number 1. 3 hits allowed in that first inning. The 1 error kind of helped things balloon a little bit as well as the 1-0 pitch is low, 4 ball 2. 2 strikeouts and a walk. Reyes winds and fires, misses in 3-0. Reyes finds the zone to Hernandez, 3-1. Hernandez pitched well yesterday, didn't hit so well, 0 for 2 with a strikeout to her credit. She'll pop one up behind the plate, and the count runs full. Hernandez, a fly out to right, and the strikeout as a hitter yesterday. Reyes winds and fires, low ball 4. She'll draw a walk to lead things off in this top of inning number 2.
Up to the Rough Riders, number 6.
Back to the top of the order, and Annalena Garcia. First pitch runs up high for ball 1. That's now 40 pitches in for Reyes. 39 pitches through the first 9 batters. You're averaging more than 4 pitches seen per batter. Ball smoked out to left field. My Garcia on the 1-0. So the 4th hit of the game is a single, and runners stand on first and second to Larissa Marina, who doubled in inning number 1.
Up to the Rough Riders, number 0, Larissa Marina.
Did that on 8 pitches. Part of the barrage that had a lot of foul balls. Pitch into the dirt for ball 1 to Marina. Reyes, 1-0, bunt, cued foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. That foul cue went off of America Griffin behind the dish, who's going to be given a moment to gather herself. She's been so good behind the plate. From a stature standpoint, she is a tall catcher. You don't typically see catchers of her height. But because of that height, there's a few extra pieces of your body that are going to be a little more prone to foul balls like that one. 1-1. Pitch up and away from Reyes. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody out, already 2 on in this second. In tight, 3-1. In danger of loading the bases up ahead of the middle of the order. Reyes got to settle herself down. She doesn't. Pitch behind Marina. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Up for the Rough Riders.
There is tossing in the pen for NJC, and I believe that is Brooklyn McNeil that is throwing. I thought maybe we would see McNeil as the backup in this game, knowing that sophomore day in our last one probably would see Maddie Klein garner the start. As the lone sophomore on the pitching staff, Renteria steps in and pops back foul. The first one she sees for strike number 1. Renteria drove in a run on a double in inning number 1. Plainswomen down 3-2, nobody out. Force at every corner of this infield. The rise ball goes way up the ladder. 1 ball and 1 strike. Renteria back into the right-handed box. Reyes whips it in, popped up, foul, gets over the Luna dugout, 1-2. Find a strikeout, get a ground ball, limit the damage. Not very often you can dance out with no damage when you give up the first 3 base runners of an inning. 1-2. Reyes winds and fires. Knife to the backstop, foul. Count remains. Winning series is the most important thing. You've already got the 2 wins, so you only need 1 today to get the win against Luna in this series. Reyes, 1-2, swing and a miss, gets the strikeout. Route number 1. That will bring Mia Encenius to the plate. Encenius,
number 1, Mia Encenius.
Lined the ball off of Marissa Reyes in the circle in her first at-bat today. First pitch high for ball 1. I don't mind that up work early. When you're trying to induce a ground ball, try and change that eye level early. 1-0, missed up, couldn't bite on one that was called for low and away by Griffin. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch hammered by Encenius, up foul and over the Plainswomen dugout and onto the grass. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded, 1 away. Reyes up high, 3-1. I don't know. Brooklyn McNeil is done in the pen. I don't know that if Reyes can't get Encenius out that she sees another batter. 3-1, line back up the middle. This will plate 2. Hernandez home, Garcia home. It's now 5-2 Luna on an RBI single with 1 away in the top of inning number 2. Good job on the base running by Larissa Marina to lock at second instead of trying to go to third. Forced a decision to be made in the circle on the throw-in and allowed ultimately that second run to score with ease because you locked there and they were used to, hey, let's cut it off and go to third, or let's cut it off and back pick to second. As Jalen Boozer steps in, she reached on an error in inning number 1, and she watches the first pitch by for strike number 1. Now 5-2, that single back up the middle, the 5th hit of the game for Luna. 0-1, nicely placed on the outside corner, 0-2. So some grace given to Reyes. She did get the ground ball, so got what I was asking for there. allowed to continue going and chased up the ladder on the 0-2. Gets the strikeout, threw it past Boozer. Now 2 away. And Alejandra Chavez will come to the plate. Chavez walked in inning number 1. Was left aboard. First pitch to her, painted on the inside corner. Griffin back pick down to second, and Marina dives back quickly. Addison Steele hadn't jumped as early as she did in the 7th the other day. 0-1. Hopped in, picked by Griffin. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on the 1-1. Chased on an off speed that finished off the black. One and 2. Reyes. Swing and a miss. Gets out. 2 runs of damage after loading the bases up with nobody out. Puts Luna up 5-2. Bottom of the 2nd next on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Madison Burt, the leadoff batter, as we come back for the bottom of inning number 2. 5-2 NJC trails Luna back here at Mason Field. Burt, first pitch swinging, bounces it foul for strike 1. Our bottom of the 2nd brought to you by Kuntz Pump and Well Supply. Don't wait until the last minute to solve your irrigation, well, and watering problems. 970-522-2035. Madison Burt, Addison Steele, Ryan Mergelman, the 3 due up in this 2nd. Hernandez whips 1 low, 1 ball and 1 strike on the pitch. Burt has had a very good weekend for NJC. She's had a very good weekend total. The 1-1 is up the ladder for ball 2. Burt in yesterday's games went 4 for 5, 2 runs batted in. She went 7 for 8 in the Otero series, I believe, with 5 runs batted in. 2 balls, 1 strike up the ladder, 3 balls, 1 strike. Burt scored 4 runs yesterday and drew a walk. Hernandez, the 3-1. Burt takes it high, ball 4, and finds her way on. So her weekend continues. 11 for 13. I believe that is now 4 walks drawn over the last 7 games. And Addison Steele will have a crack at the plate. Steele 0 for yesterday.
At bat number 9, Addison Steele.
She went 0 for 2. She squares to bunt, back pick to first, and Burt dives back in safely. 1 ball, no strikes. NJC's shown the ability to handle small ball. So the 1-0. Steele will tower a fly ball out to center field. Boozer over makes the catch for out number 1. So Madison Burt remains at first to Ryan Mergelman, who didn't start game 1 yesterday, but came in late in game 1, started game 2. Across the 2 games, 3 for 4, 2 runs batted in, and 3 runs scored. Mergelman, first pitch, she'll hammer into the gap out in right center field. Burt first to third. She's being sent around third to the plate. The relay throw not in time. Burt comes home, and on the throw home, Mergelman goes to third. It's now 5-3. NJC trails thanks to Mergelman's RBI double. Burt just kept right on going. And the hesitation on the relay throw from Annalena Garcia allowed her to come home and then allowed Mergelman to scurry over to third. So she stands 60 feet away for Brody Wilcoxon, who reached on an error in inning number 1 in now a 5-3 game. First pitch hopped in and between the wickets and a catcher. Mergelman comes home on the pass ball, and NJC is within 1. That's how you put an inning together. Get a runner on by way of leadoff. Then just get aggressive on the base pass. Wilcoxon now charged with trying to keep it going. Now 1-0, and she hammers one into the gap out in left center field. 2 bags for Wilcoxon. It's a double, and NJC has the tying run at second. My goodness. Plainswomen showcasing some offense, and the head coach for Luna coming in. I don't believe that Aubrey Hernandez is going to be given the opportunity to keep going. He pointed out to the outfield. Maybe she is. Kaya Renteria, the third baseman, was the starting pitcher in game 2 yesterday. I don't know how you would shuffle this around if you make that change. They're not going to change. It's just a visit to the circle. Brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance and agent Melinda Hunt. Life, home, auto, farm, and ranch insurance needs 970-526-0202. Luna now leads NJC 5-4, and Marissa Reyes a chance to help herself out in the circle. She took a walk in her first one here in Sunday. First pitch, she hammers the ball out to center field, but on a frozen rope to Boozer. Wilcoxon tags and moves to third to make it a positive out on the F8 putout. Reyes, unfortunately, now 1 for 9 on the weekend. Let's see what Mikey Lamas can do.
Michaela Lamas.
Lamas a sac bunt in her first at-bat today. First pitch she sees whipped in on the shins for ball 1. Lamas 1 for 3 on the weekend, has drawn 3 walks. She'll take a strike on the upper edge outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 away, bottom 2, 5-4 Luna. Hernandez whips it in, and Lama smokes it to third. Renteria gobbles it up and tosses it to first to end the inning. NJC gets 2, though. They trail 5-4 as we head to the third. You're listening to Region 9 Softball on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Plainsmen back for inning number 3. Trail Luna by the score of 5-4. Our third brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Borrow your money and do your banking with people you know and people who know you. Equitable-savings.com. It'll be Nevaeh Archuleta, Amanda McKinley, and Aubrey Hernandez, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the Luna order. As Marissa Reyes back out for her third inning of work, dips one in at the knees for strike one. Reyes 63 pitches through the first 2 innings. She's given up 5 runs as she misses in tight. Struck out 5, walked 3, and 5 hits. 5 runs, 5 hits, and error, 4 left on for Luna. 4 runs, 3 hits, and error, 2 left on for NJC as Archuleta pops back foul, the 1-1. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Reyes, 1-2. Ball hammered into the gap out in right center field. This bounces all the way to the fence. And Archuleta with a leadoff double for Luna puts him in business here in inning number 3. Rough Riders definitely have showcased the offense that we talked about them having yesterday, but we didn't see much of that offense yesterday. In fact, outside of the 3 hits in the first inning of game number 2, I think they only had 1 base runner in that second game. 0-1 up and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. 9 hits across the doubleheader yesterday for Luna, for a team that hits as well as they've hit and done what they've done. 1-1 in on the shins for ball 2. Reyes with the pitch, hammered to the backstop, foul by McKinley. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reyes. 2-2, ball hammered out to center field, long run, look up, look back, it's gone. Luna's first home run of the weekend is a homer with nobody out in the top of inning number 3 to make this a 7-4 ball game. And Amanda McKinley, who'd not gotten anything going in this weekend, finally showcased the power that the stats say she had. That's her first hit of the weekend, and the home run makes it 7-4. That brings up pitcher Aubrey Hernandez for the Luna Rough Riders. Marissa Reyes walked her to kick things off last inning. First pitch, she'll hammer to the backstop, foul for strike number 1. Maddie Klein now bound for the bullpen for NJC. Had Brooklyn McNeil warming up last inning. 0-1, Reyes with the pitch, pop up, shallow right. Steele can't find it in the sun, and Waldron can't get in to make the play, so that goes down as a little bloop single.
Up for the Rough Riders, number 6, Angelina
the 8th
Garcia.
hit of the ball game. And Angelina Garcia, the leadoff batter for her third at-bat in this, the 3rd inning. She watches the first one by for strike number 1 from Marissa Reyes. Reyes, 77 pitches in now. Fly ball out to center field. Mikey Lamas camps and catches, and NJC finally finds the first out in the top of the 3rd frame. Runner remains at first for Larissa Marina, who's doubled and walked today.
Larissa Marina.
Marina doubled and scored in inning number 1, walked and was left aboard in inning 2. Rips it foul, down the third base line for strike one. Reyes, 0-1, ball hammered by Marina, towering foul ball over the Plainsman dugout, 0-2. This was the kind of ball game I anticipated seeing both yesterday. I didn't expect 4-3 and then a run rule like we did in game 2. 0-2 up the ladder for ball one. Made my life easier because I was able to be home and be dad for my freshman daughter's prom last night. 1-2 off the plate, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Seven for Luna. Top 3. Run up and away on the 2-2, 3-2. Reyes has not pitched poorly. She's just given up a lot more contact today. She gets a swing and a miss, finds the second out of the inning. And Kaya Renteria will come to the plate. Reyes has given up 8 hits. She gave up 6 yesterday. She walked 4 yesterday. She's walked 3 today. She struck out 9 yesterday. She's struck out 6 today. Little flare job, laying out Steele, couldn't get there. Waldron up. She makes the throw in, but first to third goes Hernandez on the little blip single for the Rough Riders. 2 away, runners on the corners to Mia Encenias, who has a pair of singles today.
Mia Encenias.
Encenias line in this first one today, 2 for 2 with 2 runs batted in. She loads up and watches the first pitch up for ball one. Reyes. 1-0 off speed, dances away, 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0, and Encenias lofts it back foul, 2-1. Reyes, the 2-1, loading high. And Encenias watched ball 3 by. Loaded the bases up in the first. You loaded the bases up in the second. You're 1 pitch away from loading them up here in the third. Reyes, 3-1, popped up. Out to shallow center field. Mikey Lamas over, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 2 across on a home run, though. Luna 7, NJC 4, middle of 3 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back to Mason Field, bottom of inning number 3, 7-4 Luna over NJC. Culligan has water softeners and drinking water systems available for rent. Call 970-427-8080. Kelsey Jurcheski, America Griffin, Tatiana Hunt due up in this third. Aubrey Hernandez in the circle for Luna. 37 pitches in, 2 innings through. 2 of the 4 runs allowed earned 1 strikeout, 3 hits, and 2 walks for Aubrey Hernandez. The first pitch, Jurcheski hits a big fly ball out to left field, bending just foul for strike number 1. Just a tick around on the one, couldn't quite find the speed. Hit a fly ball out to right in her first at-bat on this Sunday. Her final games here at Mason Field. One of the 10 sophomores will be celebrating after game 2. A 1 pitch, load high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Still plenty of time left in this game, bottom of the third. Hernandez hops one in, 2 balls, 1 strike. If you're NJC, though, you can't afford to keep just getting close and then giving up more. You've got to get in front on this one. Probably, I mean, maybe you see a pitching change here, I don't know, heading to the 4th. 2-1. Pitch hammered by Jurcheski out to center field, but pulled in by Boozer for out number 1. 2 well-struck balls in that at-bat for Jurcheski as America Griffin comes in. Luna will gladly take the bases empty with America Griffin at the plate because America Griffin has been spectacular this weekend. Griffin. 5 for 8, a homer, and 7 runs batted in. First pitch hopped in for ball 1. Griffin. Sees the pitch from Hernandez, hop in again for ball 2. There's no question that they're being very, very careful with the Plainswoman catcher. 2-0. Pitch rolled in, 3 balls, no strikes. They would rather deal with anybody but America Griffin. Maybe Madison Burt's the only other one that you're like, yeah, maybe we don't deal with her. She's 11 for 13 on the week. 3-0. In tight, ball 4. So Griffin takes a 4-pitch, intentional walk. They weren't giving her anything to swing at there. It's the first walk drawn this weekend by America Griffin, and Tatiana Hunt with 1 away in the bottom of the third. Down 7-4 will try and do something. She was a strikeout by Hernandez her first time up, and the Texas A&M ball 5 chant coming now. It's 5 straight have missed the zone from Hernandez. One-0 up the ladder and on the upper edge, 1 ball and 1 strike. It's never college spring season until that Texas A&M chant starts coming. Down in College Station, they chant ball 5, then ball 6. You miss the zone as many times, and the entire stadium does it. I think it happened for the first time this season about a month ago when Texas was in town. 2 balls, 1 strike to Tatiana Hunt. Hernandez. Low, 3-1. And after the ball 5 chant and the ball 6 chant, here come the Finding Nemo Seagulls again that we have on the baseball side. Ball. 3-1. In tight, ball 4. So back-to-back walks after the leadoff flyout. We'll bring up Madison Burt for NJC. Burt walked and came around and scored a run in her first at-bat in this game. That makes her 4 for 5 with 5 runs scored on the weekend and 2 walks drawn. Let's see if Burt can get a hold of one here. She will drill it back up the middle. Griffin rounding third, heading to the plate. First to third goes Hunt. RBI single for Madison Burt, and NJC trails 7-5. That's exactly what Madison Burt needed. A ground ball to be able to do the work there. And Addison Steele a crack at the plate. The sophomore flew out to center field in her first at-bat. Bottom 3, 1 away. First pitch to Steele on the inside corner for strike number 1. Oh and 1. Hernandez pitch high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hernandez gets one she likes from Archuleta, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch delivered, Steele, she'll dribble it out into left field. Home on the play comes Tatiana Hunt, and RBI, what amounts to be an infield single after the diving play by the shortstop in Alejandra Chavez, now makes it 7-6, or as Jen Alpha would prefer, saying NJC's number first. Still 1 away in the bottom of inning number 3. Ryan Mergelman doubled in her first at-bat to drive in a run last inning. First pitch she sees, watched by for strike 1. Mergelman drove Burt in last inning. Burt stands at second. Steele now at first. Hernandez winds and fires in on the shins. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mergelman with the run batted in. Now 3 on the weekend. She is 4 for 5. 1 and 1. Hopped in. Ball 2. Hernandez not paying much mind. NJC not as likely to run with this combination on the base paths. 2-1 in tight, 3 and 1. Brody Wilcoxon on deck. She is a dangerous hitter you don't want to tangle with in a 1-run ball game in the third. 3-1, ball hammered off, foul by Mergelman. Count goes full. Patience was our key for NJC. Marissa Reyes drew the full count and a walk in the first inning. This is just the second full count of the ball game. 3 and 2. Hernandez winds and fires. Mergelman pops it to the backstop and will do it again. It's Luna that has been better with the patience. Several 2-strike foul balls to extend at bats. Mergelman doing it here. That is just the second time Reyes had a 2-strike foul ball. Actually, a pair of them in that second at bat of the game. 3-2 here. Mergelman. She gets a pair of them here. Just got a piece and fouled it to the backstop. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 7-6 Luna lead. 1 away, bottom 3. Hernandez, the 3-2. Mergelman, the swing and the miss. She's down for out number 2 in the bottom of the third. And back to the top of the order, and Brody Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon has reached twice and scored a run today.
At bat number 15, Brody Wilcoxon.
Wilcoxon officially 4 for 7 on the weekend. Watches the first pitch loaded onto the outside corner for strike number 1. One of the team's leaders in batting this season, though. You got 2, you'll want more. 0-1. Up the ladder, 1 ball and 1 strike. Hernandez. 1-1 offering. Wilcoxon lifts it out to right field, and Senyas over makes the catch, and NJC held to 2 again. Plainsman trails 7-6. We head to inning number 4 next on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Plainsman trail 7-6, back for the 4th here at Mason Field, brought to you by Rudy's Tires. Several locations across the area, so there's always one close by. Rudy'sTires.com for more. Marissa Reyes back out, 89 pitches through the first 3 innings. Jalen Boozer, Alejandra Chavez, Nevaeh Archuleta will be the 3 she's guaranteed to face this inning. First pitch to Boozer, low for ball number 1. 1-0 offering, runs high, 2 balls and no strikes. If you were down 7-4, if you hadn't gotten anything up, maybe you make a change here in the pitching. But now that you're back even, let Reyes continue to eat innings. A little fly ball out to left field, not able to get there, Jercheski. It will drop down for a single. She read it well off the bat, and it just kept tailing away.
Up for the Rough Riders,
and is the 10th hit of the game for Luna. Alejandra Chavez, a walk and a strikeout to her credit. Will step in. Leadoff runner aboard for Luna. Leadoff runner on in the first. Leadoff runner on in the second. Leadoff runner did not, oh, that was NJC. Sorry. Leadoff runner didn't get on in the first, but did in each the second and third. First pitch to Chavez misses low for ball 1. 1-0 high for ball 2. Reyes 94 pitches in, 55 strikes, 39 balls. You're not unhappy with the strikeouts, maybe a little more contact than you'd like. She pours one into the upper edge of the zone on pitch 95 to make it 2-1. Reyes gets a swing and a miss from Chavez. Griffin guns it down to second as Boozer took off, and the throw just a tick high while Wilcoxon saved it from going into center field. Late break from Boozer, but does put her into scoring position. Luna 4 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Make them 4 for 12 as Reyes blows one by Chavez for out number 1 and strikeout number 7 in the game.
Nevaeh Archuleta.
We'll bring in Nevaeh Archuleta, the catcher for Luna. Archuleta has driven in a run and scored a run, reaching twice. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. Top 4, 7-6 lead for Luna. Fastball just off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Reyes winds and fires. Pitch pop back foul. 1-2. Luna much more confident at the plate today than they were yesterday. I think they were held in check early by Reyes and able to kind of manufacture a little bit through that middle and latter portion before getting walked off. And after that first inning against McNeil yesterday, they just kind of shut down. 2-2 pitch up and away, 3-2. Yesterday, drew 5 walks and had 9 hits across the 12 innings played. Ground ball to short. Wilcoxon gobbles it up, guns it across the diamond, and holds Boozer at second on the second out of the inning. 6-3 on the putout. Now 2 away.
Up for the Rough Riders, number 22, Amanda McKinley.
And Amanda McKinley, who hit the first home run of the weekend, will step in. That was her 10th homer of the season. She hammers one off foul for strike one. Was also her first hit of the weekend. Reyes, 0-1, winds and fires, ground ball foul, no balls, 2 strikes. 105 pitches for Reyes. 19 of them have been foul balls. 0-2, Reyes, foul tip, make it 20 of 106. Jalen Boozer stands out at second, 2 away, top 4. Looking to get a bagel on the board for the first time today. 0-2. Pop up, foul territory by the Luna dugout. Over the fence and out of play. Count remains 0-2. Reyes laboring through this one. Gets a high cheese, swing and a miss. Her 8th strikeout of the game. Keeps Luna off the board. 7-6, NJC trails Luna. Bottom of the 4th next on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We head to the bottom of inning number 4. NJC trails Luna 7-6 in this game 1 on Sunday. Brought to you by Buckeye Welding Supply. You have questions, they have answers, and the supplies too. 330 South 11th Avenue in Sterling. Marissa Reyes, Mikey Lamas, and Kelsey Jercheski due up in this bottom of the 4th, with NJC having produced 5 hits in this ball game. Marissa Reyes has drawn a walk. She watches the first pitch by away for ball number 1. She's scored a run. She is 108 pitches into the ball game through 4 innings of work. Still pitching Aubrey Hernandez, who paints the inside corner 1-1. Hernandez, 67 now pitches into the ball game. Polar opposite approach to how this one has worked out for the pitchers today. 1-1. Hernandez pitch. Reyes grounds the ball down the third base line. She will turn it and make it a double to lead things off. Just her 2nd hit of the weekend. And the Northeastern Plainsmen have the tying run on in the bottom of inning number 4 for Mikey Lamas. Lamas a sac bunt and a ground out in this game. Anything to the right side will advance Reyes and could see a sac bunt here again for the sophomore center fielder. Plainsmen have shown the propensity for small ball. Lamas swinging away on the first one, gets a home run swing and strike one contact. Oh and 1. Bunt shown, hopped in between the wickets of Archuleta and down to third goes Reyes on the dirt ball. So Lamas has the tying run 60 feet away. 1 and 1 on the count, nobody out, bottom 4. Hernandez spins one in on the shins, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one, Hernandez rocks, fires, pitch, hammered out into right center field. We are tied. An RBI single after the leadoff double, and the Northeastern Plainswomen have squared Luna at 7 with nobody out in the bottom of inning number 4. Huge come through for Mikey Lamas as well. Lamas, her first run batted in on the weekend.
Kelsey Jercheski.
And she is on for Kelsey Jercheski, who squares to show bunt. Lamas takes off. She's to second ahead of the throw. Garcia got there, but the throw just a tick late. And on the stolen base, NJC has the go-ahead run in scoring position for Kelsey Jercheski. Jercheski 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts in this one today. Puts her at 2 for 8 on the weekend. Aubrey Hernandez, the 1-0, up the ladder. 2 balls and no strikes. Part of this order has been huge for NJC. Jercheski and Griffin both big this weekend. Griffin stands on deck. 2-0. Hernandez winds and fires. Jercheski towering fly ball right side of the infield, and making the catch, Annalena Garcia, for out number 1 in the bottom of inning number 4. We stay tied at 7 to America Griffin with a runner in scoring position.
Number 12, America Griffin.
Griffin 5 for 8. A homer, 7 runs batted in, and 4 runs scored this weekend. She watches the first pitch by off the plate for ball number 1. There's not much doubt in my mind America Griffin is the hands-down front runner to be named our Plainswoman of the Weekend Series. 1-0 pitch. She adds another run batted into the tally, rounding third and heading to the plate. Mikey Lamas, she'll score. Overrunning the ball was Boozer. Griffin heads to third. RBI single for Griffin to put her 8th run across the plate of the weekend. And then Griffin goes to third on what will be an E8 on the overrun. And it's now 8-7 NJC for Tatiana Hunt.
At bat, number 8.
Not robbing
Tatiana
Griffin
Hunt.
of the run batted in because of Boozer's overrun. Boozer wouldn't have got it to the plate in time to get Lamas anyway, as Hunt fouls back the first one for strike 1. Tatiana Hunt, strikeout walk in this game, has scored a run on the weekend. 0 for 6 with 3 runs scored and 2 walks drawn. She shows bunt, cues it back foul. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 away, bottom 4.
Let's go, Big T. Get out your head, man.
Anything to the right side will plate another run. And JC scored 2 in every inning of this game.
Come on, T, smack that.
0-2. Tatiana Hunt hits a big fly ball. Foul territory, left field. Griffin tags to the plate. It turns into a sac fly, 9-7 NJC. It's not definitely the way she wanted that one to work. She would have loved to have drilled it out of the park, but you manufacture on a small ball with the sac fly and a third across here in the bottom of the 4th to Madison Burt, who's walked and singled in this game.
Number 18, Madison Burt.
5 for 6 for Madison Burt. The run batted in and a run scored today puts her at 2 batted in and 5 scored on the weekend. Takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Seven runs batted in, 11 for 13 this week with the Otero series. Burt pops it up to second, and that will end the inning. But NJC plates 3 and now leads at 9-7 as we head to inning number 5. You're listening to Northeastern Plainswomen Softball. This is the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We head to inning number 5, 9-7 the lead for NJC over Luna in this Region 9 softball tangle. It is the 5th inning, brought to you by Agricultural Accounting. You're a producer, not an accountant. They'll plow through your paperwork so you can do what you're good at. Agman.co. Set up your consultation today. Aubrey Hernandez, Annalena Garcia, and Larissa Marina facing off against Marissa Reyes, whose first pitch of the inning is popped up to Tatiana Hunt at third for out number 1.
Angelina Garcia.
It's now 109 pitches for Marissa Reyes with that first one of this inning. 7 runs all earned, allowed 8 strikeouts, 10 hits, 3 walks. She hammers the first pitch across to Garcia for strike number 1. 1 for 3 for the second baseman today. Pitch will be hammered out into the gap in right field. Waldron can't quite get there. It will be a double for the Luna Rough Riders with 1 away in the top of inning number 5. And I go back, we saw in the second inning, Brooklyn McNeil warming up in the pen for NJC. In the third inning, we saw Maddie Klein warming up in the pen. But NJC was able to get closer and closer, and now that you're in front, you give Marissa Reyes the opportunity in the circle to earn that second victory this weekend. And she hammers the first pitch on the outside corner for strike number 1 to Larissa Marina. Pitch will be chopped to the backstop foul, quickly 0-2. Garcia, really the only one that has consistently shown any run for Luna, although they've stolen a couple bases this weekend outside of her. Reyes with the pitch, hammered back up the middle, picked up by Lamas in center field. Cannon in will keep Garcia at third on the single. That was a hard-hit single back up the middle, and Mikey Lamas with a good arm
Up for the Rough Riders, number 26.
Tying run is on for Luna, though, for a player that has a pair of hits today, and Kaya Renteria. Renteria drove in a run on a double in inning 1, singled and was left on in inning 3. Reyes, first pitch to her. Renteria rolls it in. She'll get another run batted in on a single out to left field. And this is now a 9-8 ball game. Runners on first and second, one away in the top of the 5th. To Mia Insenius, who has a pair of singles and a flyout to her credit. And Coach Gertner will come out and talk with his pitcher prior to Insenius, who has 2 runs batted in the game, being faced. 115 pitches in for Marissa Reyes. She's been pounding the zone. She's got the strikeouts. She's limited the damage in spite of putting herself in a bad position several times in this ball game. So you trust her, especially the body of work she's put together this year. I think this just a reminder with one away of, hey, we've got some speed out there in Marina. She is one that has taken a bag. But with a lefty at the plate, I don't know that she's apt to run here, especially with the arm that Griffin possesses. A fly ball by Insenius on the first pitch, out to left field. Nice throw in by Jercheski will keep the runners where they are. Jercheski showing off the arm just like Lamas did. 2 away, runners on first and second to Jalen Boozer, who's reached 2 out of the 3 times she's come to the plate in this one, last time on a single. Boozer drove in a run on the air in the first. She pops up first base side just over the fence and into the Luna dugout, foul for strike 1. Top 5, 2 away, 9-8 NJC. Last weekend, we saw Luna put up 13 or more in every game in the win against Trinidad. Reyes kept him off the board last inning, has given up the one this. 0-1, pitch grounded over to third. Tatiana Hunt up, tosses it to first, and it's just the one allowed following the 5-3 putout. NJC has the lead 9-8. We head to the bottom of the 5th next on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. New pitcher for the Luna Rough Riders as we welcome you back for the bottom of inning number 5. Rayan Chavez will be in the circle. We saw her in Game 2 yesterday. She gave up an earned run across 15 batters faced, 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. She replaces the starting pitcher for the Luna Rough Riders in Aubrey Hernandez. 4 innings of work, 82 pitches, 7 of the 9 runs allowed, earned, 2 strikeouts, 8 hits, and 4 walks. Addison Steele, Ryan Mergelman, and Brody Wilcoxon are the 3 guaranteed up in this bottom of the 5th, with NJC holding a 9-8 lead. B&J Plumbing knows that when plumbing problems arise, you need somebody to take care of them for you. 970-522-3828. Addison Steele fouls back the first one she sees. She, in this ball game, 1 for 2 with a run batted in. The pitching change is the only change for Luna. 0-1, ripped foul by Steele, 0-2. Be interested to see. Fourth batter due up in the sixth would be Rayan Chavez, who did not hit for herself yesterday. 0-2. Pitch hammered off, foul. Count remains 0-2. I would imagine you would have a pinch hit re-entry situation there. Chavez, the 0-2. Steele, a little blip shot over the outstretched glove of Garcia for the single to lead it off. Will pop up to shallow right. Garcia trying to retreat. He can't, to me, credit an error. As NJC will run here. Tyler Kernan is running for Addison Steele here. After Steele gets on. So Tanila Kernan, who has been part of a first base platoon in for Addison Steele, as Ryan Mergelman will step in. That probably will be a re-entry because I don't imagine Kernan is going to be playing second base.
Up to bat for the Plains,
and
number 13,
Ryan Mergelman will try and do something here. 9-8 NJC, bottom 5, nobody out. Mergelman has a run batted in this game. She squares to bunt and drops a beauty right back to the circle. The throw to first, just in time to get her. Sack bunt on the putout. Kernet stands in scoring position for Brody Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon.
Up to bat, number 15, Brody Wilcoxon.
They fly out to end the third inning. Her last at bat, she's reached on an error and a double. Watches the first pitch by for strike number 1. Wilcoxon, our player of the weekend last weekend. She'll hammer one in. They're going to send Kernet. Throw in from left from Marina. It's to the plate, but dropped by Archuleta. And Kernet scores to make this a 10-8 ball game. To second on the throw goes Wilcoxon. Aggressive base running for the Plainswomen, sending to Nyla Kernet. Throw was close to being online, but Archuleta dropped it as it came to the plate and prevented any chance of a tag. The starting pitcher, Marissa Reyes, steps in with one away and takes the first pitch for strike number 1. Reyes with a double to lead things off last inning. 0-1. Chavez hops it in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wilcoxon has the speed to be able to move on the base paths. Reyes has speed as well. She will watch one in tight. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1. Pitch swung at by Reyes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Plainswomen 10 hits in the ball game. And a strikeout. Reyes watches the 2-2 by backwards K. will be the second out of the inning. That's just the second strikeout of the game for NJC. Third strikeout of the game.
At bat number 2, Michaela Lamas.
Mikey Lamas with a runner in scoring position. Watches the first pitch by off the plate for ball number 1. And Chavez on in relief in this fifth. Gets the hammer off foul from Lamas. 1-1. Lamas pop back foul, the 1-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You got back the run you just gave up. So you're back up by 2. You'd really like to find a 3-run advantage. That'll give you a lot more confidence, I think, in continuing to use Reyes in the circle. 1-2 pitch off the plate, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Neither McNeil nor Klein has been throwing again in the pen, so to me that says Marissa Reyes will be back out there in the 6th. 2-2, pitch flown to right field, long run, and Enseñas pulls it in to end the inning. Plainsmen go back up by 2, though, 10-8. We head to inning number 6 next. This is the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We had inning number 6, 10-8 NJC over Luna. 10 runs, 10 hits, an error, and 5 left on for the Plainsmen. 8 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors, and 9 left aboard for the Rough Riders. Bank of Colorado wants you to apply for the loan you need for your dream home. Fully online, bankofcolorado.com, or one of their many locations across the area. Bank of Colorado, member FDIC. 6, 7, and 8, Alejandra Chavez, Nevaeh Archuleta, and Amanda McKinley due up in this 6th, as the first pitch from Marissa Reyes is waved at for strike number 1 by Alejandra Chavez. She struck out twice. Reyes gutted her way through an 8-strikeout performance. 0-1 pitch, fly out to right, where Waldron pulls it in for out number 1.
Up for the Rough Riders, number 9, Nevaeh Archuleta.
Marissa Reyes, 120 pitches into the ball game. She has struck out 8. She has given up the 13 hits. She has walked 3. Nevaeh Archuleta, first pitch, bounced over to second, picked up and tossed on to first by the re-entered in Addison Steele.
Up for the Rough
2
Riders,
away.
number 22, Amanda McKinley.
And Amanda McKinley, who hit the home run to put the Rough Riders up at the time 7-4, will step in. First pitch is across for strike number 1 to McKinley.
Oh! I can't even stand up right there. My bad, Trav.
0-1 pitch. McKinley pops it up. Shallow center field, laying out Lamas. Can't pull it in. That will be a single on the little flop shot, to use Masters terminology. Out to center field, and Aubrey Hernandez will step in on the 14th hit of the ball game. Hernandez a single her last time up. pardon me, not Hernandez. It is now the pitcher in Ran Chavez, who fouls it off. Chavez, as noted, did not hit for herself yesterday. No DP, no flex for the Rough Riders. As the 0-1 pitch off, 1 ball and 1 strike. Rayan Chavez is 9 for 31 this season. She loads up and watches the 1-1 pitch high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Marissa Reyes, 126 pitches. She threw 128 on Tuesday in the complete game win against Otero. Foul ball back on the 2-1, and I think she was at 104 yesterday, maybe, in that complete game, ultimately walk-off win. Amanda McKinley at first with 2 away in the top of the 6th. Reyes. She winds and fires, loads high, and the count goes full. Patience was the name of the game early for the Luna Rough Riders. They ran that pitch count up high. It was 89 pitches through 3 innings of work for Marissa Reyes. Slap ball off foul, and the count remains full. 40 pitches over the last 3 innings now after going 89 through the first 3. Much more command for Marissa Reyes. Trying to keep it 10-8. She cannot. Misses off the plate, ball 4 in her 4th walk of the game. Puts runners on first and second and starts the 5th time through the Luna order. And Annalena Garcia. Annalena Garcia, 2 for 4 today. Pair of runs scored. Reyes, first pitch to her, up and away, 4-1. The Plainswoman bullpen has been silent since the 3rd inning. Reyes, 1-0, up the ladder, 4-2. And you would ideally like to have both your arms available in game 2, and where you're on the front side, I think you trust Reyes enough to try and finish this off. 2-0. Finds the outside corner, 2-1. Good news for Reyes, no matter what this pitch count ends up being, she doesn't have to go again until Saturday. So, put that thing in a vat of ice and hope that the finger heals as well. 3 balls, 1 strike. Reyes, foul ball back by Garcia. Count goes full. At Trinidad next weekend, at I believe it is Southeast the weekend after, and then Lamar to wrap up the regular season for NJC softball. 12 consecutive games on the road for the team that's in 2nd place right now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, top 6. Line shot, out to left, laying out Jercheski. Cannot squeeze it. She got there and laid out, but could not pull it in. Home on the play comes McKinley on now a 10-9 ball game on what will have to be an RBI single. Can't credit an error there because she had to dead sprint to get to the ball. And the Plainswomen see the Rough Riders score again, 1 here in the 6th, and that one with 2 outs. Coach Gertner into the circle to talk with his infield. Marissa Reyes will try and keep this one a 10-9 ball game to Larissa Marina. My rule on that outfield error situation is if you have to take multiple steps to try and get to that ball, unless it's just an egregious drop. I'm not crediting an error, but we've seen an egregious drop for each team in this ball game. That was not one of those egregious drops for Jercheski. I know she feels she should have had it, but I can't tell her she should have, as the pop back foul for strike one. Two away, top six, 10-9 NJC, leads Luna. Reyes, 0-1, line shot, too short. Wilcoxon gets it, and that's that. One crosses, so it's back to a one-run game. So we head to the bottom of the sixth on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Bottom of inning number 6 we go. NJC 10, Luna 9. Welcome back to Mason Field, brought to you by Platte River Tires. For over 25 years, Platte River Tires have supported our area athletes and kept our community moving. Visit them on Chestnut Street today. Look for the big purple sign. Kelsey Jercheski, America Griffin, Tatiana Hunt due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Second inning of work for Rayan Chavez, who needed 17 pitches last inning in her first inning in relief. Plainswomen will look for Jercheski's first hit of the day. She's flown out a trio of times. Watches the first pitch by up and away for ball number 1. Get another run of insurance. Probably trust Marissa Reyes again in the 7th. Fastball on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. No tossing again for the Plainswomen as the wind picks up a little bit. It's still beautiful outside, 77 degrees, nothing of major substance as Jercheski rolls off foul. The 1-1 pitch, 1-2. Wind kind of blowing across from left field to right field on that pickup here, but a beautiful Sunday no less. Wind has really not been a factor in this series. 1-2, Chavez. Jercheski smokes one, but right into the glove of Annalena Garcia. We're out number 1 in the bottom of inning number 6. That brings up America Griffin, the Plainswoman catcher. In this ball game,
12, America Griffin.
2 for 2, 3 runs batted in and a pair of runs scored. Griffin, first pitch, watched high for ball 1. That puts her 6 for 9 with a home run, 8 runs batted in, and a 5 runs scored on the weekend. 1-0 pitch, chip to the backstop foul, 1 ball and 1 strike. Chavez blows one past Griffin, 1-2. Chavez actually didn't face Griffin yesterday. 1-2, hopped in, 2 balls, 2 strikes. By the time Griffin's spot in the order got there when Chavez was pitching, they pinch hit, did NJC up big. Griffin pops one up. Right field side, long run, laying out in foul territory, and making the catch is Insenius. So America Griffin is retired for the second out of the bottom of inning number 6. To Tatiana Hunt, who hit a sac fly her last time at the plate. Credit Insenius, she has had a great weekend, both offensively and defensively. That layout there, very impressive as Tatiana Hunt watches the first pitch by low for ball 1. Hunt still devoid of a hit this weekend. High goes the 1-0, 2-0, but she did get a run batted in, and she has drawn 4 walks this weekend. So while the numbers aren't particularly attractive, she's doing her job at the plate. 2-0 pitch, gimme strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bottom of inning number 6, middle of the Luna order due up in the 7th inning. Chavez winds, fires, Hunt hammers a ball out to center field. Long run, look up, look back, it's gone! Tatiana Hunt goes yard for the Northeastern Junior College Plainswomen. Her first hit of the weekend and gets the run back. They gave up an emphatic scream as she crosses the plate. Beautifully swung. Tatiana Hunt was more than due to make this an 11-9 ball game. Madison Burt will now have a crack with 2 away as NJC scored in every inning in this bottom of the 6th inning. That's now 6 straight they've scored.
At bat, number 18, Madison Burt.
11 straight they've scored back to the walk-off winner in Game 1 yesterday. As Madison Burt fouls back the first one she sees. 1 for 2, a walk, a single, and a flyout to her credit. She's got a stranglehold on the DP spot now. 0-1, she will golf one left field side and foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Burt came on as a pinch hit in Game 1 of Monday's twin bill against Otero. Had a nice knock as she watches the 0-2 high. And started the second game. Played so well that she remained in the lineup the remainder of that series and has stayed on the lineup. She'll golf one out in. That's her 12th hit of the week. Now 12 for 15. And NJC will keep it going in the bottom of the 6th inning to Addison Steele. Now Burt will be run for this time. That is Hallie Waldron that is running in the spot. So you're entering Waldron in as the flex position player to run on the base pass for Burt, who is hitting for Waldron. And I think this is an indicator of how potent you know this Luna offense is. 2 away, you're bringing an entry on for a run for Burt, one of your best hitters this week, to try and see if you can't get another run.
Number 9, Addison Steele.
In the bottom of the 6th, and Addison Steele, who has a pair of hits in this game, she rips one foul for strike 1. Steele is driven in and scored a run. She is the first hitter to see Rayanne Chavez for a second time. She singled off Chavez last inning. She will single off her again into the gap out in right center field. Waldron first to third. Throw up the line allows Steele to go to second. So it's a single for NJC, and then Steele to second on the throw. 2 stand in scoring position to sophomore Ryan Mergelman. Already up 11-9. Mergelman with 2 away.
After that, number 13, Ryan
To
Mergelman.
find extra insurance with one already across here in the 6th. She gulps one over Coach Smock's head. Foul for strike 1. Coach Smock's now walked over against the fence instead of standing in the third base coach's box. She'll get back into her spot there. Heart rate definitely rising a little bit as that one was ripped right at her. 0-1 on the outside corner, 0-2. Didn't need a Jared Bednar situation. The Avalanche coach won't be coaching until the playoffs because he wore a puck off the face yesterday. Fractured his orbital bone and has a corneal abrasion. 0-2. Golf shot off the glove of McKinley at first. 2 will come home for NJC. 11-9 becomes 13-9 on the 2 RBI single from Ryan Mergelman with 2 away. And NJC has manufactured 3 to lead by 4. And NJC will come and run for Mergelman here. On at first will come Elise Sissick. Sissick, one of the many sophomores NJC will be offering, or honoring. And Brody Wilcoxon will see the plate for a 5th time to try and add to the tally. They get everything documented in the books.
Wilcoxon.
Rayanne Chavez. First pitch to Wilcoxon, hammered deep left field. It's back and gone. 2-run home run, 15-9 NJC. Brody Wilcoxon goes yard, and NJC's put up a 5 spot in this bottom of inning number 6. That's now 3 runs batted in for Wilcoxon, joining Mergelman in the 3-run batted in category with back-to-back 2 RBI swings for NJC. And Marissa Reyes, who struck out looking last inning, will step in. She scored a pair of runs and is in line to get the win. Throwing 138 pitches.
At bat, number 1, Marissa Reyes.
Reyes, a double down the left field line for her lone hit today. Watches the first pitch by on the outside corner for strike number 1. Gordon Insurance mitigates risk on the farm with your livestock and in your everyday life. 970-526-6139. Pitch delivered. Reyes, little flare job. Shallow right field, coming in and making the catch. And Senyas to end the inning. But NJC explodes for 5. They lead by 6, 15-9 to the 7th next on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Northeastern Plainswomen lead 15-9 as we welcome you back to Mason Field. Top of inning number 7. NJC was down 7-4 heading to the bottom of the third, and since that point the Plainswomen have unloaded offensively, scoring 11 while giving up just 2. And that's credit largely to Marissa Reyes, who's in the circle to try and go complete game. She will tangle with Kaya Renteria, Mia Enseñas, and Jalen Boozer as Renteria watches the first pitch by for strike 1. 2 singles and a double for the third baseman. Reyes. 0-1, ground ball, induced to third for Hunt. The throw across the diamond, just in time to get her on the 5-3 putout. And out number 1. Tatiana Hunt, who got the home run for her first hit of the series as a part of that bottom of inning number 6. She gets the putout there, and Mia Enseñas will come to the plate. 2 runs batted in and a run scored. She's 2 for 4 today. She watches the first pitch from Reyes by for strike number 1. Oh and 1. Reyes winds and fires. Slap shot out to left field. All the way to the fence it goes. Third hit of the ball game for Enseñas. And she's on with a 1-out double in the top of inning number 7. And we'll bring her
number 10,
outfield counterpart, Jalen Boozer, to the plate. Boozer has reached twice on an error and a single. She's struck out and grounded out. Insurance runs are important. You didn't get any of those. This is the tying run at the plate. As it stands, it's 15-9, and confidence can continue for Reyes, who rips one by for strike number 1. We've seen some impressive complete games over the last couple of years from NJC with his high pitch counts and whatever as Boozer pops it up. Right side of the infield, Wilcoxon over will make the catch from her shortstop position for 2 away. There's only one, and that was against Trinidad, I'm pretty sure, last year in the sophomore day. Reagan Faringer went 154 pitches, if I remember correctly, in a complete game win. Alejandra Chavez to the plate. Reyes at 145 right now. First pitch fouled back for strike 1. This might be the longest softball game they've played this year. We're over 2 hours now. And JC's played a lot of quick games this season. Reyes with the pitch, little pop-up, third base side. Hunt Dover makes the catch, and that's that. NJC will win in 7, and they've won the series now against the Luna Rough Riders. Their 13th consecutive win goes 15-9 as the final. 15 runs, 15 hits, an error and 5 left on for NJC. For Luna, 9 runs, 16 hits, 2 errors and 12 left aboard. The win in the circle goes to Marissa Reyes, who goes 146 pitches, 9 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 16 hits. And NJC was able to unload offensively. Brody Wilcox in a nice ball game. She got the home run, going 3 for 5 with 3 runs batted in. America Griffin, another big ball game, 2 for 3. She drove in 3. But it was 9-hole hitter Ryan Mergelman that gets my nod as our Plainswoman of the game. Brought to you by Premier Farm Credit. Eastern Colorado's a way of life. Credit and related services for our area agricultural community. Visit PremierACA.com for more. Mergelman, 2 for 3, 3 runs batted in, and I think if you look at the box score for NJC, patience was the key, and she had a lot of really patient, really quality at-bats that ran that pitch count up. She did some good things at first as well for NJC, and just everything you needed from her. The sophomore, to me, deserves the nod in this game, but it was a complete team effort for NJC to take the victory against the Luna Rough Riders. They've won the series now 13 in a row, and they'll look for the sweep in our next one. We'll probably start right around 1:30 p.m. We'll have coverage of that for you. Plainswomen win 15-9. This is the Eastern Plains Sports Network.